About 3 weeks ago, precisely October 7th, the new Commissioner of Police deployed to the Federal Capital Territory to ensure the delivery of quality security services to residents and stakeholders assumed duties at the command. Now, this followed the quest to scale the tempo of crusade against kidnapping and banditry, one chance, as well as sundry security challenges that have put the nation's capital under spotlight. What are the expectations of FCT residents and what are the plans for enhanced proactive intelligence-led crime fighting, strategies and more to build on the successes so far achieved? These and more, and this and more will form part of our discussion on this week's episode of your regular security check program for the police on the Unity Station, NTA Channel 5, Abuja. By the way, today is a special package. You will know why. When we return, my name is Tessiomi. Good morning. Now, let's watch this background report to usher in our August visitor in October, talking about a new hand on the wheel, talking about security issues in the FCT. Onotu, let's get to it and then come back to meet our guest.
On assumption of duty 2 weeks ago, Commissioner of Police Olatunji Rilwan Disu was emphatic about the policy thrust of his administration in the territory. CP Disu comes at a time the crusade against crime and criminality is recording success, with expectations that he will bring experience to bear in sustaining the campaign. To achieve targets, the new helmsman looks to leverage on advanced technological warfare in the fight and utilizing community policing to tackle crimes and secure the FCT.
To those who seek to disrupt the tranquility of the FCT, I send a clear and resolute message. My tenure will be marked by a zero-tolerance approach to all forms of crimes and criminality.
Matching words with action, CP Olatunji, about 72 hours later, undertook a duty tour of Boari area and fringes for on-the-spot assessment with intent to boost the morale of men on deployment, recalibrate strategies, and dominate the enemies.
Because of the topography of this area, I cannot say it belongs to Kaduna and leave it unpoliced. So we are having wonderful synergy with the commissioners of police that share border with the Federal Capital Territory. I just finished talking with the Commissioner of Police Kaduna. I've spoken with the Commissioner of Police Niger State, and their officers are joining us. It's a wonderful cooperation because the Inspector General of Police have mentioned it time and time again that crime have no border.
Within the period under review, Commissioner of Police Tunji Disu has led a response team to intercept a kidnapping distress incident in Lokogoma area, following which clearance operations were taken to the dens of kidnappers in Kuyeri and Gauraka forests in Kaduna and Niger states. For now, security observers watch keenly with expectations that CP Tunji Disu will bring experience to bear in sustaining the present tempo of security in the nation's capital.
Thank you, Notu, for that detailed review and achievements. Now, he was born 13th of April 1966 in Lagos State. He obtained a Bachelor of Arts in English Education as well as a postgraduate diploma in International Relations and Strategic Studies from Lagos State University and a master's degree in Public Administration from Adekunle Ajasin University in Akungba, Ondo State. He was appointed into the Nigerian Police Force as Cadet ASP on 18th May 1992 after training at the Nigerian Police Academy with Kano until his appointment as the Commissioner of Police FCT or Latunji Rilwan Disu held numerous operational, administrative, and intelligence positions, the last of which was the Commissioner of Police Rivers State. Now, join me to welcome Good morning and thank you for joining us.
Good morning. The pleasure is mine to be here.
Yeah. Okay, CP, let's begin this way. We have watched the background report as put together by About last year, kidnapping became like order of day in the FCT. I'm sure you have heard about that. And then, thanks to aggressive operational campaigns to arrest situation and all that activities, which is paying, somehow it's paying in terms of stemming the tide of security in the FCT. What are the plans to sustain this wonderful tempo?
Okay, thank you so much. Talking about kidnapping, kidnapping is something that bothers every person in this country today. And the Federal Capital Territory, because of the nature of the location and state bordering it, has its own fair share of this issue of kidnapping. Yes, I just took over. I'm aware of the enormous job my predecessor have been able to do, at least to keep it to this level. The first thing I've done is to go around, talk to my officers, encourage them, and ensure that they know the aims and objectives of the Inspector General of Police, which should trickle down to every division, every area command, and that is to bring down crime to the barest minimum. Do not forget that I've worked in this territory before. I was the commander in charge of the intelligence response team. And basically, our job then was to go after kidnappers, robbery teams, and then basically to tackle all heinous crimes of any nature. I'm happy when I reported members of the intelligence response team, the STS, were there to welcome me, and they've pleaded their support with the command. We have gone around, we know where kidnapping is prevalent, and within a short time, we have started recording successes.
Okay, talking about recording our successes, since your resumption, you have led patrol operations to Buhari and other interstate boundaries. Is there any connection between these and this spate of kidnapping and the FCT as we rightly
Definitely, Buhari, after I got briefing from my officers, Buhari kept on coming up again and again. So I thought it was very, very important for me to move to that place, to see the deployment we have on the ground, and most importantly, to meet with the residents, important stakeholders in Buhari, which I did, and then we have been able to make little adjustment to what we have on the ground. The divisional police officers from that axis have been briefing me daily, and I'm happy so far with the situation in Buhari.
Okay. If you're just joining us or if you're watching, this is called The Police, your regular security check program on the Unity Station, NTA Channel 5, Abuja. Today we have the new man in town. We say the new sheriff has arrived, and we're having a regular family meeting. I call it family meeting because security is you and I's business. We must cooperate with the police to make it work. So you can be part of this discussion this morning by calling the numbers will be shown on your screen in a moment so that you make your contributions. If just welcome the new CP, he's here, as you can see, he's all smiles and he's ready to tackle security issues in the FCT. So you can call us and make your contributions. On the Abuja South axis, the situation in Abaji, Kwali, and then Kogi, still bounding FCT and all that, leaves so much to be desired. What assurances are you giving FC residents?
Yes, I mentioned earlier the peculiar nature of the FCT. We are bounded by 4 states, Kogi, Niger State, and 2 others. We have noticed influx of miscreants, criminals from this state moving to perpetrate their crimes within the territory. And because everybody is aware, they feel Abuja is where the money is, Abuja is where everything is.
Okay,
So,
CP sir, can we pick this first caller before you go? Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, can you tell us your name and where you're calling from?
Yeah, my name is Comrade Nnamdi. I'm calling from Idu Kashmir.
Comrade Namdi from Idu.
From Idu.
Okay,
Comrade Nnamdi from Idu place.
okay,
I
please.
really appreciate and encourage our new DP. He is not new, and we don't believe that he's a where he came from. He's letting you be playing FCT. But
Okay.
basically, I'm not playing I want to lay emphasis in our division. Karimu division.
Karimo.
Most of the officers are men here. There's no much manpower, and this is a very difficult terrain. This is a very difficult place for the officers are meant to work. Because the road, we only have one little road like that. Everywhere we call it Lungu.
Lungu.
And for the men, before they come, once they are being called upon, they find it difficult to get to the scene of the incident. One. Secondly, when the vigilantes and the community are causing these criminals, and we call the DPO or any of the high-ranking officers to come, then we ask us to bring the hoodlums, the criminals to the division.
Okay.
Please, I want to, my question one is this. Is it right for a civilian after with the community has to, catching all these people, your security officer for the paramount business, and we come upon them, are we the ones to take them to the station?
Okay.
Because knowing fully well that they are men, the other of their guys, and these are the roadside, and we don't have hands. They are not asked.
Okay, Mr. Nnamdi, thank you so much for your concerns and, of course, the question that you have asked. Mr. Nnamdi from Karimo, talking about the porous nature of that area. That's right. You want to say something?
yes, I'll say something. Thank you so much, Inandi, for that good observation. I just came and I welcome everybody to give me where I will concentrate on. I can assure you that I've noted this down. I will find out if they have vehicles. And then you mentioned there are plenty of lungu there. If we have lungu there, we have to change our tactics. We need to introduce probably the use of a motorcycle in some areas. Maybe we have to create a motorcycle team for that division. I will visit the place and I will get the first-hand information. Now, talking about arresting of the criminals, it is the duty of all of us, everybody, to do this policing together. We are just the ones paid by the government to do the 24-hour thing. Security is everybody's business. But by the time somebody is arrested and you call the police should wake up to their responsibility and come there and come and take it from where you stopped.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. CP. I remember last week, this week, your men foiled an attempted kidnapping attack, and FC residents were actually happy, excited about that. And I know what led to that victory is as a result of intelligence sharing. And from your briefing, you encouraged FC residents to share intelligence. How do you intend to protect these residents?
I'm happy you mentioned that incident of the Kogoma. There are these kidnappers. They came in from Kogi. They stayed in a particular place within the town. They slept over at Lokogoma. They monitored the woman, the principal, to ensure that they get her before she enters the school. And then they succeeded. They got the woman, they put her at the back of the vehicle. But luckily, there was somebody who saw the incident and quickly called the control room. And the control room was able to alert all policemen, and the emergency system was triggered. Policemen took over the roads, and then they were intercepted. Yes, some of them escaped. One of them was arrested. Their vehicle was recovered. The woman was rescued alive. Their firearms were recovered, AK-47 rifle and a pistol with a lot of ammunition. So that goes to show cooperation between members of the public and police.
Okay.
Give us the information on time. Do not just look. Do not just snap with your phones.
call us on time so that we have enough time to act.
That is what is becoming a trend now. People prefer to make videos and snaps than to do what is supposed to do. If you're just watching us, this is called The Police, and we'll take a short break. When we return, the program continues. Remember, you can make your calls and then be part of the discussion this morning. We'll be right back.
This is called The Police.
Live on the Unity Station, NTA Channel 5, Abuja.
The least you and I can do is to assist them by making security our primary concern.
To those who seek to disrupt the tranquility of the FCT, I send a clear and resolute message. My tenure will be marked by a zero-tolerance approach to all forms of crimes and criminality.
When there's a court order that restricts them to Mushu Abiola Stadium, they ought to have obeyed that law. But because the FCT Police Command were prepared, we were proactive, we were able to manage within the ambit of the law.
Security is everyone's business. This is why NTA Channel 5 Abuja is collaborating with the FCT Police Command in providing a weekly platform for up-to-date security check in the FCT. Join us for the real information every Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. on NTA Channel 5 Abuja, the Unity Station.
Thank you for staying tuned. Okay, CP, sir, before we went on that break, you were talking about how there's need for cooperation between members of the public and the security officers to be able to do what they're supposed to do. What was really the story of the lady that died in Lupe? I don't know if you're aware of that incident, because people are insinuating different versions of the story. I think the Priscilla, yes.
Oh, that's the case that occurred some few weeks back, to be precise, from the investigation, because when I got this complaint, I called the officers who were in charge of the investigations. We discovered that on that particular day, this lady left her home and went to visit the boyfriend. Okay. And after some time, the boy left home, and the lady as well left. While she was going, she sent a text message to the young man that she was going home. And then the boyfriend responded that, "Oh, I saw you passing by on Okada." Within some few minutes, there was an accident somewhere along the road. She was involved in an accident involving Okada, so-called Okada. Then residents of those areas, bricklayers who were there, rushed out and picked her. The motorcyclist left her there, took charge of only the person who were involved, the motorcycle riders. So the Good Samaritans, the bricklayers around, were the ones who took her to the first hospital. At the hospital discovered that the situation was critical. They asked them to take him to another hospital. And they quickly used their discretion and went to the police station. So the police station delegated officers with them to go
Okay, see, before you conclude that story, please, if you want to call us, can you please turn down the volume of your TV? I might have to cut this call. Please remember, if you're calling us for effective communication, please turn down the volume of your TV, or better still, move away from your TV set. Otherwise, we'll have interferences. I won't be able to hear you, and you won't hear me. Hello, good morning. Good morning. This is called the police. This is called the police. If you're calling on this program, remember we're discussing security issues in the FCT, and we have with us here the new sheriff, the new FCT Police Command Commissioner. He's here with us for the very first time on the program, and we're discussing security. So please, if you're calling, and please make your point snappy so that others too can be part of the discussion. Okay, CP, can you round up the case of the lady? Because people are saying this other story, there's another story to it,
We have investigated it. I've spoken to my investigating team.
the Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of the state CID has briefed me. That was what happened. She was involved in an accident. She was rescued by sympathizers, bricklayers around, who took her to the first hospital and later to the other hospital where she was confirmed dead. Yes, autopsy has been done. We are still waiting for the outcome.
So, okay, thank you so much for clearing this information, especially members of the public. Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning, ma.
Yeah. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Victor from Lugbe Airport Road.
Victor from Lugbe.
Yes, ma.
Okay, go ahead.
Please, ma, there is information I want to give. I'm living in Kusa. There's something in Kuyami. There's one. Okay, the boys are very rugged. Yeah.
Which area is that, Victor? Victor, can you tell us the name of the area again?
Yes. In Lugbe, Kusa Airport Road, Kuyami.
Gusa, okay.
They are very big. There's some bad boys. They are snatching people back, smoking a go. They are not allowed us to go walk in the night. They will market us. They will carry our bike. In fact, they are not walking anything. They will hang around, smoking a go, having some gang, robbers and cultists. They are there. So we are scared of that place, I want the commissioner, I want the police people to do it.
Victor, can you please tell us the name of the place again? Can you please be more audible? Ikuyame in Lugbe. Thank you. Thank you so much. Along Airport Road. Okay, CP, sir, with this information from Victor, probably Victor may not be able to have access to how to reach the command for prompt action. Can you please, if you have any, probably how members of the public can reach the command for prompt action so that people like Victor can actually know what to do?
I will leave our phone numbers with you, and at the same time, I have some that can quickly read out.
You can quickly run through.
0803
0803
200
200
39.
We have it on the screen.
13.
Okay.
0861 58 1938. 0705 73 37 633. So those are important numbers you can call when you have an emergency.
Okay. Victor, I want to believe you're still watching us. You can reach out the command through the numbers. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, ma'am.
Thank you for joining us. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Okay, I'm calling from Utako.
Utako. And the name?
Yes. My name is Mr. Emmanuel.
Okay, Mr. Emmanuel from Utako, go ahead.
Yes, I'm sorry, our city there. I think Mr. Ibe has done his own part. It's blessed for you now. We know you will do better. Please, I want to complain about this beggar area. Beggar, along this beggar and all this Arab junction area. You see some people who call themselves Agboro. Maybe when you see them driving cars with car owner there, I don't really understand. And in some cases, before you know, maybe if you have phone close to your distance there, within a second, you can't even find your phone again. So I don't really understand. All these boys there and that beggar, what can the city assist us to do to stop all these boys?
Okay,
please.
Thank you, Mr. Emmanuel. CP, sir.
Emma, thank you very much. I will go to Beggar. I know Beggar, but it's been a long time that I've been there. But I will go there and see what is happening there personally. I want you to know that I've been going around in Mufti, checking out a lot of information. Today, I'm going to a lot of places as well, where crimes have been said to have been happening a lot. For your information, I'll be going to a lot of partakers to go and see what is happening there physically. Because I know I've had complaints about the activities and those of the Babambulas as well.
Thank you so much, CP, for your time with us this morning. Means a lot to us, and of course, FC residents that are watching right now. We also want to thank our callers, those who were able to get through for participating in the program. Before you leave, CP, sir, this morning we would like you to leave us with your security tips for FCT residents.
Thank you very much, because that is very important. I want everybody to be aware of their environment. Every time be aware of your environment. Do not stay and forget yourself. Be security conscious. Listen to your spirit. Listen to your spirit. And in this town, be wary of unregistered taxis. When you see taxis that do not have registration number, or the numbers have been covered, or they are not painted, be very, very careful. They are likely to be members of this one chance we are talking about. And at the same time, we notice that most of the people who have become victims of this one chance are women. We have deliberated amongst ourselves, we have asked ourselves why. Yes, maybe because they feel women are the weaker sex, but we notice at all garages, a lot of women separate themselves when they get to bus stops. They go to stay far off from others, so making themselves vulnerable to these people. And don't forget, they call these things one chance. They are coming to you, they are telling you there's only one chance remaining, and you are in a hurry to want to take that one chance. So usually, these people who leave the bus stop always fall victim. If you hail this our modern ways of taxing, that's the Uber, Taxify, and others, ensure that it is the bus or the vehicle that you call that comes to pick you. Don't agree with them when they tell you that they have changed the vehicle. Let's say, for example, a Toyota is supposed to pick you, and a Peugeot comes out. Do not board that taxis, the Uber or Taxify. At times when you are inside the Taxify or Uber, they tell you to switch off your phone. Don't do that. They are trying to commit a kind of a crime. And most importantly, be worried when you see strangers. Our mothers have told us, when you see strangers, be wary of strangers. Do not take food from strangers. All those things are still operational. Consider everybody you meet on internet. Consider everybody on social media as strangers and treat them like our mothers have trained us earlier. Finally, do not believe all adverts you see on internet or social media. They may be luring you to kidnap you. So be careful when you are going to meet strangers. Meet them in open places. Meet them close to police station, or meet them in crowd where people will be able to assist you in case of danger.
Thank you, CP Olatunji Gisu, for coming on the program this morning. And thank you for taking us those good old days where folklore and folk tales mattered a lot in terms of telling stories. At the same time, they're teaching us morals and values, where you say, if you see stranger, know how to behave with a stranger. Thank you so much. To our dear FCT residents, that's it on today's edition of the program. I wish we can go on, but then this morning, as we say thank you to the new captain, Helm of Affairs of FCT Command. See you next week when we come your way with another guest. I am Tessie Omiri on behalf of the crew. Good morning.